Hello, I'm Clarice Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I got a bit of a cold. I think this is my fourth cold this year. That's what happens when you isolate us on a tropical island for a few years without any tourists, and then the masses to come back, and it's still like crazy busy on this island. Usually, busy season, high season has died down well before now, but I don't think it's ever going to end high season because everyone can travel again. So, but we're loving it, kind of. It's weird. So many people about, but we've all got colds now. So much so that when I tried to go training yesterday morning, it was funny, right? Because I woke up at 7:20. Training is at 8 o'clock, so that's a bit of a rush to get there. Um, and I was a bit tired, and I got up, went to the bathroom, and then I went back to bed, and I thought, nah, I don't want to. Woke, got up 10 minutes later, 7:30, thought, I actually I want to go. I'm awake now. I won't go back to sleep, so I might as well go. So I jumped in the shower, got myself ready, dashed out to the gym where the owner of the gym was there, and he said, it's a bit stressful this morning, Claire. I'm like, why? I've got no trainers. One trainer showed up, but the rest, couple were away, one sick, one that was supposed to get back in the morning from the night boat didn't get on the night boat because he was sick, and it's just like, oh, okay. So there's only 6 people there, so it's like, okay, 6 people, one trainer, we can do it. And then they all started flowing in, not trainers, customers. I was skipping, and I thought, you know what, nah, I'm gonna go to the other one. So packed all my stuff up, jumped on my bike, raced it round to my old gym, and they were all just like skipping. And so I joined in the skipping. Part of my skipping in that gym, and then part of my skipping in that gym. And yeah, so interesting morning for me yesterday. But we've got a cold now. And I think this is the problem, that we've all got colds here. Oh well. Hey Maria. So I'm going to be doing some channeling this morning for the collective, see what's going on in the energies, where relationships, twin flames, getting into healthy relationships is concerned. I will also be giving mini reads as well. So if you're on here live with me, you can get a mini read. Check out the pinned comment, the comment that's pinned up top of the live chat, to get one of those. It's by donation. There's a PayPal link in that pinned comment for your donations, which is my preferred method. You can also use Super Chat, Super Sticker here on YouTube if that's easier for you. Go ahead, do that. After you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment with your question in for your reading. It can be very specific if you want. It can be general guidance from your higher self, or whatever it is that you want. Totally up to you. It doesn't have to be about the twin flame stuff or relationship stuff. It can be about anything. Do anything. So let's get into it. Let's get some cards out. YouTube has changed, have you noticed? They changed the algorithm a few days ago, significantly. So before, when I'd go like on my homepage, YouTube, as a consumer of it, I would generally see a load of videos that I'd seen before, all the same content creators, stuff. There'll be perhaps the odd film in there, perhaps the odd reading in there, mostly stuff about health, beauty, but always the same content creators. Some that I'm not interested in at all, some that I've seen before, but a lot of videos that I'd already seen. I was like, this has been going on for a long time now, that my YouTube has been like that. And my YouTube channel's been stagnant. I don't know if you've noticed, the same number of subscribers for a long time now. Just no people, just YouTube not showing anyone my new stuff. Anyway, or showing it to new people. Anyway, 3-4 days ago, I was shocked to go on YouTube one morning, and there was interesting videos on my homepage. There was some Muay Thai stuff. It's like, yeah, I'll watch Muay Thai stuff. Why doesn't YouTube show me that? I'm interested in that. It has some comedy, and these from like really interesting creators that do some factual stuff as well. People that have got like massive followings as well, and I didn't even know they existed. It's like, YouTube, you're doing something right now. You're right. You're picking the stuff that I'm interested in. And around the same time, my YouTube channel started to go up in subscribers as well. So welcome all you new people. It's so nice to be seen. Thank you, YouTube, for showing people my stuff again. Woo. So if you're new, welcome. I'm going to be doing this kind of stuff. So let's see what the guides have to say about twin flames, getting into healthy relationships, and all of that kind of stuff. Starting out with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups energy is the fantasy. It's the limerence in a way. This is the card of limerence. Fantasy, imagining that relationship that we're going to get into, thinking about our person and thinking about being with them, imagining being with them. It's those stories that we come up with, all of that. It's very much the start of relationships, that energy, Page of Cups, when we have a very positive focus on someone and we're imagining all the great romantic things that we'll do together. All of that stuff. King of Pentacles. So we could be talking about someone that you've got your eye on here that's got a very stable energy. Could be very successful, but very grounded. Husband material, that is. King of Pentacles. Very grounded, very stable. Got a cold. I didn't sleep very good last night because of the cold. Oh. Queen of Swords. But the Divine Feminine here is quite shut down and looking in the other way because she's looking at other people and saying no to them. So Divine Feminine has learned boundaries. She's got her eye on the wrong people and saying no to those wrong people, which is kind of good. So just as she's kind of learning about who to say no to, who to reject, who's got, what those red flags are, how to spot narcissists, dealing with abuse, how to stand up for herself, all of that good stuff. She's focused on something else at the moment. While the King of Pentacles, can you see him here? It's a little bit far away from you. King of Pentacles, he's looking at her. He's kind of looking straight forward, but kind of toward away. She is looking like completely in the opposite direction. She's not noticing this stable husband material one. Oh, wonder who's Page of Cups then? Who's in that fantasy? Perhaps the masculine. Three of Cups. It's going to be a collision course. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Ooh, I've got my Breathe Easy oil going on to try and clear its head stuff. Okay, the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a collision course. It's like she turns around and she sees him, or he comes into her awareness. Can be the card of reunion, but I don't think this is a reunion. I think this is somebody new. Thank you, Maria. I can't believe I've got another cold, and I'm going to the dentist tomorrow, and that's not a pleasant experience when you've got a cold. You've got to breathe through your nose when you're at the dentist, otherwise you die, because they can fill your throat up. If they're doing any drilling, actually, I don't think they're doing this time. But still, you need to breathe through your nose when you're at the dentist, right? Because they've got the fingers in your mouth and everything. Last time when they were doing the filling, it was doing a lot of drilling, and they cool it down as the drilling with water, which they suck up, but they don't suck it all up, and so it pulls in your throat. Drown on the stuff. Anyway, not the best time to have a cold. I'll perhaps get some vitamin C inside me today, which I don't take. I used to take it all the time, but you know you're not meant to. They've done studies where see the outcomes. People that have antioxidants like vitamin C. So one group of people that were getting the vitamin C too, the other group of people that they weren't. They had to stop the study. It was that bad that if you're taking vitamin C, you get worse outcomes. That whole antioxidant theory. It's true, but it's not true. It's true, but our bodies actually do better if they're stressed. It's like shielding yourself from germs. It's not the best. right? Our bodies thrive off adversity, really. So you're meant to just take it when you need it. I didn't know that before. I know it now. As soon as I found that out, I stopped taking it. I'm like, oh, I'm doing myself harm. I used to have it every day. I used to have it in my wardrobe all the time. Six of Pentacles, it's reciprocated too. Oh, so you're like, she finally turns around. She goes, oh, hello. So this is someone that's got their eye on you. Is thinking about you in a limerent kind of a way. They're very stable kind of a person. And you're going to like them too. The Hanged Man. Change your mind, perhaps changing your mind about what it is that you thought you wanted. And the Moon. Emotional stuff. Emotional. Into the unknown, into some new emotional experience. Has you in your feminine as well. Feminine energy, the Moon too. Different experience, the Hanged Man and the Moon. A different experience for you. Oh, that's exciting. Let's get some more cards out and find out what's going on. I'd quite like someone new to come in now. That would be nice, wouldn't it? We do have a new trainer starting at that gym. Apparently he's 47 years old. He's never worked on the island before, so I don't know who he is. Unless it's on the other islands where I've been training, but I don't think so. I hope I like him to train with. Okay. What else do you need to tell us? If anyone wants a mini read, get your donations in. Check out the pinned comment in the live chat. That tells you how to, the comment that's pinned up top, tells you how to get a mini read. It's by donation. There's a PayPal link in there for your donations. But you can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker here on YouTube if that's easier for you. After you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment with your question in for your reading. Now, it can be just like general guidance, or it can be very specific. It can be yes or no, because I've got my red and my green crystals in this bag. I've got a bag of cards down here as well that I'll use. If you ask a yes or no answer question, I'll be getting cards out as well to get nosy about it all and find out why it's a yes, why it's a no, and all that stuff. Let's get those coming in, and I will do that. Thank you, Maria. Okay, what have we got here? We've got the Ten of Fire. The Ten of Fire is destined, written in the stars. There's what's fate and what is personal choice. Well, when things are written in the star, there is an element of both, right? There's an element of fate. It's like the universe has some kind of an agenda for you. It errs on the side of creativity and positivity. Well, always, as a human race, even as a planet, we're always evolving to better things. And so it's got a bit of an agenda. And so that's why we notice synchronicity happens and things work out and we can dream up stuff and then it's put in our way. So law of attraction, but if you've really delved into the law of attraction, you realize that it's not all law of attraction, like some things you don't get, right? And so personal choice, personal will, your desires, you doing stuff, like actioning stuff, that is important too. Your choices, right? So there's a combo of both of some things are written in the stars, but it's also personal choice and what you decide to act on too. That's there's only so much that can be put in front of us, right? We have to then take action on that. So that's what it's saying. Four of Earth. Can't remember what this one is about. I think it's the woodland creatures, but I can't be sure. Or is it stones and rocks? I don't know. This deck's a bit weird. but I like it. I like weird things. Four of Earth. The Four of Earth is stones and crystals. The Four of Earth is power, resources, and energy that have been collected and stored and put in a safe place until needed. Your power, your personal power. This is a time to store, to save, to conserve. There'll become a time when all that you've saved will come in handy. Okay. Oh, the Seven of Water, the Justice card, balancing things up. For those of you that are feeling you're just not getting your, thank you, Lara, your just desserts and all of that kind of thing. Seven of Water shows up for the Justice. Seven of Water is a time of accounting. It's time to consider our actions and measure them against our beliefs. See, actions, actions, actions. Some things are fated, but then there's action, action, action. It's a time to consider our actions and measure them against our beliefs. We should be living according to what we claim to be right. Before acting, we ask ourselves, is this the action of the person I wish to be? I almost said that too. When I was saying that the universe, it seems to have an agenda for creativity, for growing things, and also for better. The better we do in ourselves, like if we're a good person, not that bad people or whatever is something wrong, like, you know, they're not supported and all of that. Of course they are. This is a place to learn. But if they get better, any kind of improvement that anyone does on themselves is kind of rewarded. The universe likes that. It likes growth. So living according to what we claim to be right, being in integrity with ourselves is huge. Before acting, we ask ourselves, this is the action of the person I wish to be. So right action for ourselves, not deemed by anyone else. Yeah, not as deemed by anyone else, for sure. One of my trainers taught me this flying kick thing, or spin around and then kick like that, spin around twice in a jumping kick. I'm having to practice it very slowly, which is hard because it's not a kick you can do slow, but I'm piecing it together. And I trained with her, it must be about 10 years old now. I was 8 when I first started training with him. And I was getting him to do it too, teaching him yesterday afternoon. Once I've got that, I'll video it and I'll show you all. It will be impressive once I can do it properly. Now I'm a bit clunky and can't always get the placing right, so I can actually kick the bag. It's exciting. It's exciting me a little bit too much. It's stopping me from sleeping because, you know, when you're practicing something new and you keep on thinking about it, I do that. I do that in bed instead of sleeping. It's not good. Mother of Water. She's like, bring it on, bring on the emotional. I want something. I want something to happen. Mother of Water brings down the rain. She nourishes relationships and feelings that are needed for life to flourish. Like a richer emotional experience is what she's wanting there. So, got to be sure about our actions, know ourselves, know what to take action on, what not to take action on. There's a lot of that in this reading, right? Queen of Swords, that's what she's been doing. She's especially been learning what not to take action on, or the actions to take when it's a no. It's stuffy. Not them. What else? Ah, that was one of the ones that came out. Are these three? I said it's not them, but it was those two. But this is the card that didn't come out before. One of the cards went back, and two of the cards of the three that dropped on the table came out again. Guess they want these, hey? The elemental of water, meaning it's emotion time. The universe, its agenda says, let's get emotional, everyone. It's time for relationships. So she's like, yeah, bring it on. Universe is like, yeah, bring it on. Let's get emotional. Let's get you satisfying yourselves emotionally and all of that kind of thing. Let's get the relationship sorted out. The Eight of Water, stirring a cauldron. Eight of Water, traditionally the card of walking away from emotional attachments, but let's see in this deck. Magic and transformation. The Eight of Water is a time of powerful change. Your intent and decisions have long-term ramifications and will shape the directions being determined at this time. You have the power to create the transformation you seek. Wow. You're ready. You've got the power to do it. You know what you're doing now. You know how to handle it, how to deal with it. Ooh. This seems to be suggesting the universe is bringing someone in now. That line is suggesting they're always already looking at us. And then we've got this, Samain, or however you say that, Simran, or whatever it is, I don't know. Let's read this one out, because I don't remember. I don't even remember which card it is as corresponds to normal tarot. What does it look like? It's got a moon on it. Is it the moon card, though? Where are you? Yes, it is the moon card. Okay. She's accepting the darkness without fear, but with respect, knowing that she's strengthening her connection with the divine. So this is making peace with your darkness, with your lessons, the stuff that you've just been through. You know, when we get to that point, it's like, what fresh hell is this? The universe, why do you have to keep on giving me the wrong ones? Why do I have to keep on learning this lesson about insert whatever you've been through? The cheaters, the liars, the narcissists, the abusers. And of course it is for good reason. Apparently it is. It's good for good reason. It's when we stop being annoyed at what we've been through and we start realizing it's lessons, I had to go through it, I needed to learn these things, I'm a better person for it now, I know myself better, I know what to do now, I can handle myself better, I can handle anything that comes. So once we're feeling a little bit more positive about the shit that we've been through, animals. That's literally all that card is. It's about animals, our connection with animals. So I don't know what that's got to do with the price of fish. But then the Ace of Air. The Ace of Air. Ace of Air. Would have to stand outside of my room being really loud. Staff here. Apparently so. Kids are okay. They can shout. I like the sound of kids. I used to live across the road from primary school. In fact, it was the primary school that my kids went to later than when I lived there. Her voice is horrible. She's like, she's gone. The Ace of Air represents great divine guidance. The universe wishes to provide information, to give it freely as a gift. However, we must be receptive and cultivate a quiet mind, or the gift is lost to us. Settle down, quit striving, just receive. Or we're about to get guidance, we're about to be moved forward. The universe says it's time for emotions. It's emotional time. In a good way, like enrich your experience, get in relationships, that kind of thing. You've prepared for this now. Now's the time to be more positive, happier about the preparations instead of like, why did I have to go through all of that crap? Kind of thing. Okay. Maria, thanks for your donation. And you, Lara, too. Maria, you've been told that a man around you is causing problems. Still getting synchronicities. Is this person causing problems? Or are your own readings and synchronicities correct? Okay. So, the reading that you had about the man causing you problems, is that true? Yes. The synchronicities and everything that you're getting, is that true? No. Oh, I would have said it was the other way around. I would say that we should trust our experience, right? Let's find out about this. What's going on here? Accept what is and love us. Okay. Synchronicities, our own readings and all of that kind of thing, it confirms our own energy. So if you've got like a positive focus on someone, you might not be seeing reality. Yeah. So say this Page of Cups energy, like I was saying, that's the fantasy, right? So if you've got your focus on someone and you're thinking they're all positive, they're great, and you got your blinkers on, in other words, you know, we turn into idiots when we've fallen in love. When you do readings and you're in that state, you will get confirmation. You'll get really positive confirmation. Yes, they're your soulmate, and all of that kind of thing, even synchronicities. It's not confirming the truth, it's confirming your truth. It's confirming your energy. It's a match to your energy. Does that make sense? So your readings you get are a match to your energy. You got a reading from someone else and it says that the trouble. So they have no fantasy. They're not in Page of Cups energy about your person, right? And the reading that they do is very different. So you've asked me, and I don't know either, which one's true, and it's said that it's the reader that is true, the more true of how things really are. But you're getting your confirmation. So there's something that you're not seeing, and this suggests that you have actually seen it. You have actually seen it, but you've not accepted it. You've preferred to stay in the fantasy. Straight talk here. You've seen something about this person, you're not accepting it. You prefer to stay in the fantasy. Wait and gratitude. Sit it out, you will get confirmation of it. The universe will always tend toward sorting things out, you know. We see in the end, don't we? We do. We see in the end. So you will be grateful eventually when you see the truth. But for now, this is saying stop ignoring the truth. You have seen something already and you need to accept that rather than choosing the fantasy over it. Does that make sense? I hope so. Laura, thank you for your donation, Laura. High self-guidance for you, Laura. High self-guidance for Laura. And that can be really confusing, Maria, when we do the readings for ourselves. That's why I can't really read for ourselves. We can't. I try and do it for myself and I get all the positive cards for me. You know, it's like we don't get the truth about it. And because it's about our energy, right? So it's telling us the truth of our own energy. That's why we can't read for ourselves. Someone else can read for us and give us the truth because they're looking from a different perspective, you know? From where we're at, we can't see it. Laura. Guidance for Laura. I think this is your card, Lara. Own my idea. It seems to come out so much for you. Breathe. Okay. So you've got a grand idea, a big idea that makes you feel nervous. They're the best ones, right? The ones that make you feel nervous. It's like it seems a bit big or it seems a little bit risky. You're going to expose yourself or you're going to be up for ridicule, perhaps. Or put yourself out there, like reveal yourself in a bigger kind of a way. Breathe. Own that idea and breathe. They're the good things, the things that scare us. Yeah. It will be a success though. Yes, it's overwhelming for now, but just hold that idea and keep on moving toward it. It will be a success. When we feel overwhelmed, we're feeling the difference between where we're at right now, energetically, and then what we'll be being asked to do next, which takes us to that new level. We feel the difference between that, and that's why it feels overwhelming. It feels like I'm not the person right now that can do that, and we're kind of right, but we're kind of not. You can be that person by heading for it and doing it. It doesn't mean you need to jump in and like think that you can finish it now, but you're certainly starting a new thing now. It's going to be successful, but right now it's overwhelming. Just breathe, is what it's saying. If anyone else wants a mini read, just check out that pinned comment up top, get your donations in. We'll do a next batch of them after the next row of tarot. Let's get the miserable ladies out, the so below deck from this same Book of Shadows tarot. Let's see what else we need to know. So we seem to have a King of Pentacles coming in here. Might be a surprise to us that we actually reciprocate, that they're interested in us, we're interested in them. The universe is interested in getting us together as well. It's like it's emotional time now. Time to if you have been mostly like focused on your work and stuff like that, the more non-emotional parts of life, the universe is saying it's emotional time now. Time to sort out our relationships. Ooh, I had an interesting experience at the weekend. A friend of mine, she's lovely. She's very insecure, is what I'm realizing. She's the kind that will have has many men on the go at once. I've been baffled by all these men that she's choosing and why she's even doing it, because it looks exhausting. And the men that she's choosing, I wouldn't want one of them, never mind all of them. And I saw her on Saturday, and one of the guys, he used to be here, he's gone away, and he's back. And so he was there with her, and I said, "Oh, one of your boyfriends is back." And she reacted really badly to me saying that. She said, "He's not my boyfriend." I'm like, she said, "None of them are my boyfriend. They're not my boyfriend." I'm like, well, I don't know what she wants to call them then. I didn't say any of that. I was just kind of surprised. And she took a real turn toward me, like reacting about that. But the reason I'm bringing this up is it could be time to sort our relationships out for everyone here. You know, perhaps it's coming up for her. She's obviously reacting to what she's doing rather than what I'm saying. I thought it was pretty innocent. But then afterwards, when she did start reacting, and she told me that she's a bad person, and I said, "Why do you keep on picking these guys?" And then she's pretty much not talked to me since. Anyway, hey Taryn. We've got Temperance. Take it slowly. Oh, so it's getting us into this new relationship, isn't it? Is it? Looks like it with that card, because there they are dating and stuff. Taking it slowly. Drinking purple wine. Eating what? They're eating pie. Carbs. Take it slowly on the carbs too. I can't hardly eat anything like that. My body really doesn't like it. There's chicken cat in the showers. She's not having a shower. She's walking through. Overhaul on friends and relationships. Yeah. Sorting out our emotional lives. Now I've got a big chunk of cards. And then this one fell out. The Three of Chalices. Friends. Get-togethers. Parties. Take it slowly. Three of Chalices. Let's read it out of this deck. I hate having colds. I hate the way it makes you feel just like, ugh. There she is. She walked through the shower, she jumped down and came here. Hey. Okay. You're welcome, Laura. 3 cups. These 3 women are gathered in a joyous celebration. Ooh. The divine blesses them and undines join the party. Her act creates more joy and brings happy energy into being. A spontaneous, unexpected joy or pleasure. Nice. We have 3 cups already. Let's read the Temperance card out from this deck, just in case there's something that I've missed there. Getting the perfect balance in anything creates an alchemy that yields magical results. Nice. That's another way of putting it, right? The universe is on the side of us bettering ourselves, but it's like finding... Oh, it's Brenda. Not so happy to see her. When we find balance in ourselves. Nice. Getting the perfect balance in anything creates an alchemy that yields magical results. It's not always easy and sometimes not enjoyable until the end result is visible. Then you'll be very glad you did it right. Moderation and control. The right thing at the right time in the right place. Okay, moderation sounds boring, doesn't it? But then something exciting comes in. Go to a party on Saturday night. Housewarming party. That's going to be fun. The 3 of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Here she is again. From the heartbreak that she's been through, she's learned how to have boundaries. Better at getting boundaries. There's something in this. I think the relationships that we're getting into, relationships are always going to be trouble because people are trouble, right? We need to deal with people, whether it's friends, family, lovers. There's always going to be things that come up, and we need to have boundaries. Boundaries are important in all of that stuff, especially around like, this is my stuff, this is your stuff. In relationships, we need to know that, right? We need to know, because we're going to get into reactions. We're going to get projecting on each other. It's a natural thing that we do. No matter how much work you do on yourself, you might catch yourself, yes. You might be able to stop yourself most of the times from doing that projection, because people that don't know themselves at all have got very little self-awareness. They're just projecting all over the place, right? But we're still going to get tripped up with that. So are our lovers. But if they get tripped up and start projecting, we need to have boundaries, right? Where we say, that's your stuff, not mine. I'm just going to go to my room now, kind of thing. Or whatever it is that you do. So the learning for the boundaries is very important. What we're not doing here is looking for a perfect person, because we're not perfect people. No matter how much work we do on ourselves, we have to keep on applying that work, doing that work, right? It's not like, we learn this thing and then it just comes naturally to us. It becomes more natural to us. But we've got to remember, we've got this nervous system that goes automatic a lot of the time, So we still will have to deal with stuff that comes up. What else? 7 of Pentacles, investing, and 5 of Swords, competition. Other people being jealous, huh? 7 of Pentacles is the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. After a season of work, it's natural to take a step back and analyse the situation. What worked? What didn't? What would you do differently? Apparently this woman has concluded that a work in her orchard has paid off rather handsomely. So what would you do differently? Now is a good time to look back at all these lessons that you've had and about boundaries. what you know now, how would you have done the relationships that you've already been in differently? How would you exercise those boundaries? Good to look back and see what you've learned in that kind of a way. 5 of Swords. Our society encourages intense competition on many levels and in many areas of life. Even for those who win, there can be conflicting feelings about the situation. Friendly competition is only a few steps removed from conflict. While winning can feel great, it can feel lots of other things too. So mixed reactions in a competitive situation is what this card is about. Interesting. So you could have mixed reactions. I think it's connected with this. So if you look back and see how you would have done things differently, you'd have mixed reactions about that. In other words, you might realize, perhaps I wasn't the good one in that situation. Perhaps my relationship skills weren't up there. Perhaps that relationship could have worked. Perhaps that past partner was right about me and I was creating more problems. You might have mixed feelings about that. But it's about winning. Ego winning out or something. I don't know. You might not want to win what you think you want to win. Winning someone might not be what you think it will be. Okay. For some, this might be like 7 of Pentacles, who you've invested in. You've invested so long, you want to win. I think this is saying you really don't. You really don't. 9 of Pentacles. Single, independent. She's happy. She's happy with what she's done for herself. Yay. It's a self-love card. 8 of Chalices. I was going to make 2 pick a card reads today, but do you really want me all snuffling through 2 of them? You know, one for tonight and one for Friday night. 8 of Cups. No matter how carefully we choose our path and select a project or person to pursue, sometimes we make mistakes. Yes, we do. When we realize we've made a bad decision, a bad choice, or a good decision that no longer serves our highest good, then we, like this woman, should let it go and begin anew. So the people in our past, the lessons, they're just that. The lessons, it's not someone to pursue again. You don't actually want to win it. That's what this is saying. Leave it behind. You've got the next, right? You get that? You get what it's saying now? It's like you don't necessarily want to win the past people. They were brought into your life by the universe because the universe wanted for you to learn these things so you can get into a healthy relationship. That's why we get stuck on these people that we think are our twin flames, the ones that give us the lessons. They're not our twin flames, but they are important to us. Give us those right lessons. They're not the ones. We need to leave them behind. There's somebody new here, the King of Pentacles. I'm going to go into that energy. I'm about to go into that energy very soon after I've got this last card out. There's no last card. That was the last card. Okay, let's find out about this King of Pentacles then. King of Pentacles, who are you? This new person, very stable energy. Let's read him out, in fact, of the book. I'm going to get some of these cards out too about him. Okay, King of Pentacles. Masculine version of the King of Pentacles. Here we go, King of Pentacles. Masculine. Wearing a suit and hat, the King of Pentacles looks the part of the smart businessman. He stands confidently on a deer's antlers being able to handle every problem masterfully. He's got his shit together, this one. The deer is a symbol of strength, leadership, and manliness. Oh, yeah. And also connects the king with the natural environment. 3 golden coins with the imprint of Caesar symbolize the king's financial success. This one, wealthy. Business acumen, management skills, discipline, financial adeptness. Sounds great. What if you have to grow separately and come back together again? Yeah, I guess it's a possibility, but these cards seem to be saying no. We need to move on. We've learned what we've learned for good reason. King of Pentacles. Tell us about the King of Pentacles. Transformation. Butterfly dress. So it's someone who has transformed themselves too, huh? Someone that's been through a lot. Process identity, seek answers. A curious kind of a person. Someone that's always been trying to improve themselves too. A woman is dressed in a red polka dot dress. The upper part has already begun the process of transforming into a butterfly. With a hand, she touches her chest. Is the butterfly a part of her body? Is it a symbol of her soul? Is the woman transforming into a new life? This card leaves us with more questions than answers. Maybe you'll find the answers by thinking about how you'd respond to these questions. Am I the person I'd like to be? What can I do right now to transform some part of myself? So we're talking about a King of Pentacles here. Made something of themselves, yes, but they've also sought to become a better person, you know? Hey, Tiki. Interested in that kind of stuff. It's the only way someone would do the inner work, right? And we don't want to be in relationships with people that don't do the inner work. It's a change of seasons for them. They're ready for a change. Cool. Tiki. I know. What are you doing? There's lots of cats out there. She doesn't like cats much. There's 2 Toms. There's 2 Siamese Toms. There's Brenda, who's very playful, but a bit of an idiot. Pesky. She's pesky. She's very playful. If I go out there and wander around or go to the bins or something, she just dashes around, jumping at my legs. And well, first of all, if she sees me coming out, I try and walk down the steps, and she lays on the steps, so that it's very hard for me to get down the steps. I have to like push her off with my toe to get down the steps. She's just weird. 42, change of seasons. Transformation, life's ups and downs, development. So it's really painting a picture of this character, right? They're into transformation. They're into change, development, self-development. In the center of this card stands a woman surrounded by blowing leaves, flowers, and snowflakes. As the wind blows them swirling up to her, she raises an arm in protection or welcome. We're not sure. This card reminds us that seasons change just as we do. Nothing is ever still. Not a river, not even a mighty oak, and certainly not us. So even though they're kind of fixed, the King of Pentacles is more of a fixed kind of an energy, very earthy kind of an energy. This is saying they're not that fixed. Nothing is ever still, not a river, not even a mighty oak, and certainly not us. We're in a constant state of transformation. Even when we feel overwhelmed, if we can just quietly be, we will be moving in spite of ourselves. When life whirls around us, let the certainty of the cycle of seasons be a grounded force. Ooh, let's get one more out. I do love these cards. Oracle of Mystical Moments. We'll go with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Beautiful cards. I found this deck before I found the tarot deck. Might be time for me to get more decks. What do you think? I'll check the shop out today and see what they've got for me. We've got a rose garden. Oh. Something about romance, I think. She's thinking of going out the back door because there's too many cats out the front door. Sensitivity, awareness of nature. There's nature again. Integrated whole and strength. Nice. This deck talks about women all the time, but I'm actually talking about the masculine, so think about that. Look at the beautiful woman who has transformed into a flower. She holds a red blooming rose to the place where her heart belongs. Her hair. So it's like transformation, heart turns to rose heart, ready for romance. Her hair has become a leaf blown by the wind. She's part of nature and grows stronger with her every gentle touch and loving gesture. She's not alone. Her friends, the caterpillar and butterfly, are here to visit. Thorns threaten to prick her, but she's not scared. A rose is beautiful and strong because of its thorns, not in spite of them. So, it does sound like it's talking about us, doesn't it? But I was asking about the King of Pentacles, so we've got a very good match coming in here. What else? What is she doing? Tiki, don't do that. Don't. Just getting into the cupboard that's got my silk pillowcases in there. She feels like being fancy. Tell us more about it. King of Pentacles, please. Character. Spirit has a plan. Oh, the universe is on it. A lot of cards in this reading saying that the universe wants to move this forward. Could suggest that this person is spiritual as well, that card. And trust that spirit has a plan. Brown bear spirit, take time out. Brown bear spirit is also that strong, the strength, protector as well. Taking time out. They're taking time out at the moment. Give time for themselves. They see clearly now. Stag spirit, there it is again, the stag. Leadership. They've got leadership qualities. They tend to the small things, or that's what they're doing at the moment. Taking time out and tending to the small things at the moment. Huh, okay. What else? What else? Inner stuff that they're going through. Anchor the light. The light is always within me. Could have been through some difficult things, this person, in the past. Hearing inner guidance, so they've got that spiritual connection going on. Inspiring others, so they're not just a leader, they inspire others as well. Helping other people feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts, so it's a very positive person. An encourager. Welcoming surrender. There is no problem, only destiny being revealed. So they're a pretty positive kind of a character, this one. Knowing that spirit has a plan, surrendering to that plan kind of thing. Destiny being revealed, probably ready for their destiny too. Sounds good to me. So you might be wanting to expect someone like this coming in, who is kind of more of a match to you where you're at right now, is what it feels like this is saying. And who you are right now has been developed through, especially lately, through learning how to have boundaries with those ones that have been brought into our life in the recent past to teach us that stuff so that we can practice that stuff and all of that. Interesting. Well, one of the pick a card reads I was going to do today was who's coming into our lives. So I might do that if my voice holds out. I might do that too, which perhaps I'll put out later today, and I'll also make one. Whichever one's next. I don't know what's next. What's next? I can't remember what I did last time. Let me just check. Because it'll be Friday. If I've got enough energy to and voice. The Love Tarot. Yeah, I should be able to do two today because the Love Tarot is a little bit quicker for me to do. So expect let's find out who's coming in. I'll do that first. Who's coming into our life is the pick a card read that I'm going to be doing today, recording today, along with a tarot reading, which I'll put out on Friday. So check those out on my YouTube channel. I will not be here on Friday for this show because I will still be on the other island after going to the dentist. I'll be making my way back. So everyone have a great rest of your week and weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for all your donations as well. And I will see you next time. Bye.